Hello, this is Tawanda with Seamster Studio. Today I have a um, today I will talk to you about McCalls 7718. I sewed up view D for a client and I made it short. Um, here's the garment. Um, as you can see, it's short and has an overlay. Um, And instead of a zippered back, she wanted corset back. So let's talk about this pattern. The pattern was very, very easy to sew up. The It took me a long time. It took me about, I would say, about 2 weeks to finish. And the event is in a couple of days. So the client is coming tomorrow to pick it up. This is filmed on Saturday, May 31st, and her event is June 2nd. I don't like waiting until the 11th hour. That really bothers me. I'm not a bad sewist. I am a careful and kind of meticulous sewist, so it kind of makes things slow. Um, she did come in for her last fitting on, oh, get my days mixed up. Thursday, I believe. And so I had to tweak it a little bit. It is fully lined. Let's see if I can show that. I've pressed it, so I got to go back and press it again. It's fully lined. I cleaned up my edges. Um, in the lining, I just serged the ends. I had did a cover stitch, but it was too bulky, so I took that out and serged the ends. So it is fully lined. Let's see. Ooh, as you can see here. Here, I kind of played with the lining because sometimes, even though you top stitch, press and press and press and press, it still kind of rolls over. So I didn't want the lining to show. I kind of went for the fashion fabric here in the top part of the lining. So I did that. Let me see, all the way, at, all the way across the top. So it's fully lined. It has a corset back, of course, and it has an invisible zipper for the skirt part. Um, like I said, it was a very tedious process for me, trying to make sure everything was lined up and trying to make sure that it's going to fit her nicely. Um, Finishing the seams, finishing, the doing the top stitching and the neckline, and hemming is not one of my, well, the what do you call the hemming? Baby hemming, the baby hem, I guess is what they call it. That's not one of my um I guess expertise, and I hate to use that word expertise, but it's not one of my. That's kind of a weakness for me. Um, I can never get it exactly right, so I did the best I could on the bottom of the hem here. So it hangs nicely. I like the way it hangs. So I'm hoping and praying that when she tries this on tomorrow for the final try on, that everything is in position and in place where it needs to be, that I don't have to go and do anything else. I do have one other thing I haven't finished yet, which is the um, lace for the back. I have it over on the machine. It's got to finish. Let me tell y'all about my machine. See Big Bertha over there? I had to call the doctor in on Big Bertha, so he can't get here until Wednesday. So she stopped working on me, and then I um, transitioned over to Miss Juki. And Miss Juki, she pulled me through, but she she's not stitching right. Now I don't know if it's because of the fabric that I used. The fabric was awful. It was awful. I would never, ever, ever sew with this fabric again. I think it's a poly satin or something of that nature. It's awful to work with. It sewed nicely, but it's just um, had a lot of it frayed badly, and the little particles and stuff was getting down into the machine and into the Juki. So both of those gonna have to be cleaned. Uh, so I cleaned it to the best I could, but I think it's down in there. And I've been working on a lot of prom dresses too, so that with glitter. I can't seem to get rid of glitter out of my sewing room. It's like everywhere I turn, I see glitter. Even though I've cleaned and wiped down and vacuumed and used to clean the floors and stuff like that, I still have glitter. So I don't know if that will ever go away. But at any rate, all those particles I'm sure are down in these machines. And so Miss Bertha was like, I'm not doing this no more. I am so done and over this. So you're going to have to figure this out somewhere else. So I ended up transferring over to the Juki. And so she carried me through. Not the best stitching. I don't know what, and I still think it's the fabric that I was using. But she got me over. This it's kind of been a stressful project for me. I had said to myself I was not going to do any more um, custom garments. I said no, I'm not doing them, and I know why. Excuse me. It's because it's a stressful process for me. I am so tight and so tensed because I excuse me, trying to reach the deadlines, and I'm up late at night. I saw 1 and 2 o'clock in the mornings. I'm back up at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to get things done. And I don't want that. I don't want to work that way. So I don't know if it's a time management on my part or it's a time management when it comes to the client. I am so sorry. Other thing, I know I'm coughing because of the pollen, but I also the fibers from this fabric was getting to me too. It was getting clogged, like feeling like it was clogging me up, and I was doing a lot of coughing from that. So, like I said, first time working with this fabric, will not work with it again. That's no for me. Um, I love the overlay. Um, she I didn't tack it down. It's tacked down to a point. Some people go in and tack all this down. I didn't do that because I kind of wanted it to be able to move. Um, so I'm kind of pleased with it, but a little disappointed with it. And full disclosure, like I said, the hemming is not my strongest point, and time seemed to be. Uh, um, haven't quite grasped time. And I think another one is probably the fabric choice. So I think those are the three negatives that if I have to say something about it, I will feel much better once she tries it on tomorrow and everything is in place and works. And I would definitely post a picture of um, the final fitting. Um, and then I'll show you some bits and some evolving processes. Um, I'm for disclosure, you all gonna have to excuse my appearance. When I'm working, I like to be comfortable, and not that I am dressed inappropriately, but I may look a little disheveled, and that's okay. Like I feel right now because I just finished this. Um, So that's probably all I have to say. Like I said, this was an easy process. I had put boning into the bodice part, but when she tried it on, it wasn't needed. So I took it back, took it out. So I didn't need to put boning. I didn't need to put cups. She's very well developed, so she doesn't need cups. She assured me that she will be wearing undergarments to support her in the dress. Um, so prayerfully that will happen. And that's it. I know it kind of looks like a little girl's dress because it's so, but she's not a big adult. She's actually is a senior in high school. This is her dinner, graduation dinner dress. So I just really hope she's pleased with the work, because I did put a lot of work into this. And rest assured, the only garment sewing that I will be doing is for me. Um, I will continue with alterations. I enjoy doing those, but I will not do any more custom garments. So, but I appreciate you stopping by. I appreciate you taking the time out to view what I've done. Please like, share this, and subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate my returning subscribers, and I appreciate all the new ones. So, if you have any questions, comments about the garment that I may not have covered, please um, leave them in the comments. I didn't show you, but the sleeves are off the shoulder here. Um, and I will pop up an inspiration picture that we started out with. Um, I didn't take footage of us going to the fabric store picking out the fabric. I'm really bad about this video thingy. And when I think about it, I'm already in the motions. So I don't stop and do and go get the camera. I just don't think like that. So so you will see a little bit of footage here, there, and everywhere, but I'm pleased with it. It is it's I'm going with good vibes. That's what I'm going with. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know. I think I get to a point where I kind of second guess myself and second doubt, kind of doubt myself. So, but we'll see what happens. So, again, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for all your support. Since I've been on, I really appreciate that. And I'll see you in the next video.